Yo guys, today we're going to watch Gigguk's new video and it is Best of Anime 2025. I have made a tier list where I show what is my favorite. I rank all all the animes that I watch. In 2025, and I think my top 10. I don't remember, but I know that my top 10, there is one bias in my top 10, and I don't think it will be even in the best of anime in for Giga's links, because I don't think Giga even watched it until the end. So yeah, Takopi is obviously going to be in there. Musume, obviously. I think those two is going to comfort. Same with My Hero Academia. Yeah, those two anime is probably going to be in the best of anime 2025. But there's also Law of the Mysteries. I actually don't know if I don't think it will be that high, to be honest. And there is what I call Two Biro X. So yeah, let's see what Giga rank his best of anime 2025. Maybe there's some hidden gems that I don't know of, because I don't check all animes. Like there's some underrated anime that I check, but I think in winter I didn't check that many animes during that time. So yeah, let's watch this.
2025 was a year of turbulent times, uncertain futures, but if there was one thing I could rely on...
Is he going to include the movie? I feel like Resident movie will be very high. I haven't watched it yet, and there's also that bike movie though. Like I haven't watched it just yet too. Like there's so many animes I haven't watched due to time.
It was anime.
No way. So I mean, season 2 should not be high, I hope.
If there was any doubt over anime's position in the world, 2025 has undoubtedly proven it is not just
I
popular,
think I
but
watched
there are
this,
titles that can achieve...
but oh man, I wish I dropped the fake isekai anime and watched this anime. Oh my.
Its position in the world, 2025 has undoubtedly proven it is not just popular, but there are titles that can achieve full-blown mainstream success. Demon Slayer became not only the highest-grossing anime movie of all time, but
damn, it just beat its own movie. It's just so
broke into the top 10 grossing movies of the
year.
Beating out such IPs as How to Train Your Dragon and frickin' Superman? This movie was an absolute spectacle that delivered the Demon Slayer experience I expected, but damn did it feel long. I think about an hour in, I left to go pee, managed to find time to finish my college degree, got a job, started a family, came back, and I think we're about halfway through the Yakuza flashback. But they weren't the only one in the headline.
Whoa. Do you think, like, does he not like the Yakuza flashback? Come on.
It's because One Punch Man fans ate this year. And then collectively threw up. After 6 years of waiting, One Punch Man dropped a bomb not even Oppenheimer could recreate, giving us a season of
Jesus, what a
animation so impressive.
What a
Slides is about to license it out as an add-on.
What a comparison.
History has taught us that everything good comes in threes. We've had the big three of World War II, the big three of colleges, the big three of tennis, the big three of shonen, and now this year has finally given us the big three of praise. As the community responded to this failure on a scale anime had not seen before, Berserk fans could only helplessly watch this unfold on the sidelines like,
hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal? That's what this is. Wake up, you're in the middle of it. Stop complaining.
This was the year where two letters shot fear into anyone that heard them. AI.
So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology?
Technology!
And the anime community was not immune to its effects. We had massive...
What is that clip?
fake scenes posted with the release of Sora 2. Grok got its own AI companion, as if people weren't lonely enough, and of course, OpenAI allowed users to flood the internet with Ghibli AI drawings. Looking Miyazaki right to
the Ghibli thing.
I'm thinking, man, I don't think you hate anime enough yet. And if you're like me and just realized that all this happened within the space of 1 year, yeah. I know. I wouldn't blame you if being on the internet felt exhausting at some points this year, and the online landscape was as confusing as ever to navigate. We needed hope. We needed positivity. We were yearning for some real human interaction.
Aww. What is this? Oh, the free run. That was actually very big. Like so many people recreate this.
Don't be afraid! He's a very good man! Offer up your energy!
But the year ended with actual people united under one banner. One drawing a Frieren with a chin so chopped she could withstand an uppercut from Mike Tyson. The voice actor for Frieren changed it to her profile picture as
Oh my, really?
artists all around the world came together to help draw her in a rare case of all-around positivity being spread online. This was the alive...
Not only him though. Not only her drawing though. Others drawing as well.
Human theory, real human-to-human interaction. No bots, no AI, just sheer determination to pick up a pencil and the will to follow what we knew Himmel the hero would do. Once and for all, proving the strongest AI slop can still be defeated by the weakest pencil user. Did anything else happen this year? Oh yeah, I made my own anime.
You better not put your anime here.
Something.
Honorable
This is the part
mention.
where I normally get to my honorable mentions, but today I have something else I need to mention
Oh,
honorably, and that's
Arknights,
today's
just
sponsor,
split.
Arknights Enfield. The wait is finally over. I've talked about it. I streamed the beta, and now with over 30 million global pre-registrations under its belt, Arknights Enfield global launch is now upon us. But just in case you haven't had the release date in your calendar and counting down the days since they first announced it like I have, let me fill you in. Arknights Enfield
It's already
is a 3D real-time strategy RPG where you command a team of 4 operators of diverse classes and skills to take down powerful enemies. Being a spin-off of Arknights, Enfield carries forward the cinematic storytelling and stylized aesthetic of the original. That means incredible cutscenes, dripped-out character designs, and everything we loved about its presentation. But now you can experience all those great things while exploring a varied selection of dynamic world environments. Whether it's the industrial landscapes of Valley 4 or the Wuling region's blend of traditional aesthetics and future designs, each is full of different missions and unique...
Why I'm watching this? Why I'm watching this?
Said, here are the actual honorable mentions. If this is your first time here, I rarely put continuations of shows I've already talked about on previous lists unless it really goes above and beyond and gives me something new to say about it. But that doesn't mean I didn't continue enjoying them.
I
Might
didn't,
not
yeah.
have gotten the same buzz that episode 7 provided, but I've really enjoyed the
Yeah,
character
I
focus.
agree. Like, I don't think Dan would be that high in the what you call in the my tier list if I even watch it, because I think I feel like the first season really surprised me with that episode 7, bro. Holy, like, even as a manga reader, I didn't really thought of it that much, but damn, that direction though, holy.
Development we got. Everyone likes to talk about the weirdness or the flashy action, but this shit is doing romance better than most romance anime right now. About a year ago, I introduced my anime illiterate mum to Apothecary Diaries,
yeah.
so I thought I'd be a
Anime illiterate mom. What a way to see.
loving son this year and save myself from watching season 2 until the Christmas break so I can experience it with her, by which point she had already watched it 4 times.
Oh damn! So he didn't watch Apothecary Diaries just so that he can watch it with his mom. Damn.
She still doesn't even know its name. She just calls it Mau Mau. City, the
Mama.
animation, really did not lie about its name, being in my top 3 of best animated shows
Oh,
of
so
the
it's
year
not-
that was so close to making
So he doesn't even consider this as a best anime, okay?
the list, but just didn't quite meet the same level of unhinged, gut-busting laughter Nichijou gave me. Now,
Oh,
if
it's
we're
not as
talking
funny
most
as
unhinged
Nichijou?
show this year, that was Nukitashi.
Stop.
I would love to talk about this one more, but the amount of frames I'd be able to get away showing here would equal that of an episode of One Punch Man.
How bad is Nukitachi, bro? Like, I didn't even know. How bad it is.
And 3. Solo leveling. Now I know you're going to ask me about this, so let
Yeah,
me just set
thank
the
God.
record straight.
And the anime award goes to... Oh... Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling.
I like solo leveling. Solo
That face is dead.
leveling is a series that knows exactly what it is. It does one thing, but does that one thing so exceedingly well you do not care about anything else. And this season delivered some of the best power fantasy aura farming action spectacle you can find, and I ate it up. But that doesn't also mean I think it's the best anime, or has the best main character. To me, this is not a 3-star Michelin dish, it is a McDonald's chicken nugget, for the best fucking nugget you've tasted in your life. And who wants to live in a world without nugs?
Nice.
Last year, I did a cop-out by putting a movie at the top of the list. Thankfully, this year was so stacked with choices, I didn't need to do that again. But if I did, 2 titles would definitely be making the list.
So he's not going to put movie.
Chainsaw Man lived up to the absolute cinema meme it originally started. This wasn't just another shonen movie adaptation.
Still haven't watched it. I still haven't watched it yet. Like, I don't know anything about the manga, and but I'm very excited to watch this
It was a perfectly
when I have the
crafted
time.
cinematic experience, and I think it says a lot that for how much jaw-dropping, mind-blowing action sequences this
Holy
movie
shit.
delivered on, the quieter, serene pool scene is the one my mind always comes back to. But standing toe-to-toe with that, in my eyes,
this one?
is 100 meters. If Chainsaw Man was that
I want to
quickly
watch 100 meters. Like, I'm a threat runner. I used to be a threat runner.
acclaimed blockbuster, 100 meters would be that Oscar-nominated indie movie with moments equally as breathtaking and cinematic. Cinema.
Dude, don't-
This is a film about running, about peoples whose lives are about running. You see people who destroy their lives over obsessions, over chasing records, chasing achievements, sacrificing everything, only to wonder what the point of it all was to begin with. You see people unable to fully commit to themselves in fear of finding out they're not as good as they think they are, crafting a prison of their own anxieties they're unable to break out of. You see people so desperately searching for meaning in what they do, unsure
What the fuck with the animation, bro? What the hell is this rotoscope? If it's not, that's insane.
if they live to run or run to live. People who've always been second best yet still have not given up on believing in themselves, breaking the reality life has crafted for them, and then halfway through the movie you take a step back and think, wait, we're still talking about running, right? This movie doesn't just speak to the soul, it goddamn drags it out, shakes it by the scruff of its neck, and shouts full volume at it. Somebody, somewhere is going to find this movie at the right time of their lives, and there's going to be a line uttered by a character in here that shoots so deeply to their core,
Don't
that
tell
they
me.
switch their life into manual mode after having lived it on auto the entire time.
Don't tell me. Okay, thank God. So is it? It's just honorable mention, right? So it's only top 10. No, it's not top 10. Holy, I didn't even put him in. I didn't put it in even top 10. Like seriously, there is a lot of bias. Like some of my tier lists, there is some bias. Like there's 2 animes I think that I was biasly putting it up. Oh fuck, is he going to put Medalist here in the top 10? I haven't even finished yet. The first season.
Do you ever feel like if you watch enough anime, so many of them don't just start looking the same, but also start to feel the same? Gachiakuta spits on that, taking pre-established conventions and says, nah, I'ma do my own thing. This is set in the world of trash. Taste. But unlike the latter, there is absolutely nothing garbage flavor about presenting one of the most insane worlds shonen has to offer. Have a look at these characters. Now, unless you've already seen them, you might not be able to tell that these are 5 characters from 5 completely different shows.
They're the same picture.
Let
These
me.
are 5
This Sereg and from Sereg and Suki. This is from I don't know. What is their name? Siege something like that. Magi's son, the wise man's son or something. This is I don't know. I feel like I known this anyway for somewhere. These 2 I don't know.
characters from
Is this from the VR game? I actually don't know. I don't know.
5 completely different shows.
They're the same picture.
Now take one character from Gachiakuta. Not only will you never be able to mistake the show they're from, but their style, their attitude, how they carry themselves, everything
He likes the character design.
about them screams expression that you know exactly what type of personality they have. Now multiply that by all the minor characters you'll ever see. Gachiakuta has a design philosophy that permeates every single aspect of the show, creating a visual language with a vibe that is absolutely unmatched. Neon lights flood the back alleys. The streets are crude and gritty with a stench that almost permeates through the screen. Graffiti plasters every wall you walk past. The world doesn't just feel lived in. Every little detail exudes a sense of character that communicates a story to you without having to utter
what the
a single
fuck?
word. The author teamed up with a real graffiti artist to help craft the art behind it, which just adds that layer of authenticity to its visual identity. And also, just look at her. She is a character in her own world. Then you have the power system. It's trash. Parentheses affectionate. Having a system where objects treated with love and care are imbued with powers is not only original, but serves as another vehicle for characters to express themselves. It's the only show where you'll see characters use scissors, umbrellas, gloves, hair cones, and glasses as weapons, but then you start to wonder, why is that object this character's vital instrument? What does that say about their personality, their backstory? Which objects do I have that define me? It's ideas like this that feed your imagination to the possibilities it opens up, and that's what I felt watching
I
Gachi.
feel like most people, vital instrument in our world would be a phone. Not gonna lie.
Gachiakuta in its entirety. It might not be the most polished shonen of our generation or have a story that pushes it to new boundaries, yet I
Yeah, I kind of agree.
constantly found myself hitting that next episode just so I could spend a bit more time in the insane world it created.
Okay, 9. Oh, Clevatess is here. Interesting.
What is it that brings them here?
Damn, the English dub. Wow.
Is the double-edged
I'm so happy it got season 2, and I didn't expect this anime to get a collab with Guardian Tears. Like what?
sword of the anime world. Swing one side and you have some of the most critically acclaimed, beloved shows in the entire medium, respected by everyone who watches them. But swing the other side and you're greeted with some of the trashiest, stinkiest shows you can find in the medium. And I'm not talking about the Gachiakuta kind. So when a new fantasy anime comes out, I'm always thinking, which side is this one gonna swing? Alright, looks like we've got some hyper-violent action. Could be edgy, could be mature, unsure. Oh hey, there's proper thought put into the world building and politics, so it's not just the same copy-paste Demon Lord fantasy world. That swings that way. Okay, the hero's been given an immortal body. Sounds like this could potentially be power fantasy-ish. Yeah, that's a little stinky. But then, I watch as the hero yeets herself off a cliff, leaving just her mangled corpse remaining, only to have her body parts grotesquely shoved back into place as you hear the crackling of bones over the most guttural scream of pain as her body is forcibly put back together, little by little, while the bandits around her can only watch on in horror. And it was this moment that I realized, oh, I'm in.
Approved.
Clevatess is the kind of brutal dark fantasy show I've been missing, not a full
Yeah, it's such a good dark fantasy anime. Like I feel like most dark fantasy anime that came out in whenever they came out, they always give this filter on, which is the red filter. Like I feel like it's so lazy to do that. Like what? Red filter just automatically means edgy. Like dude, like when there's red filter on for edgy anime, you just know that it's not going to be well directed or doesn't have good direction or anything. But this one, it doesn't have it.
on masterpiece like Berserk, but just a fun show that takes itself just seriously enough. You have a protagonist that is heroic and kicks ass without being annoyingly idealistic or stupidly overpowered. Also, she has an eye patch. The world and power system isn't just copying off every other power fantasy out there. The protagonist has an eye patch. The violence is gratuitous.
Damn, he loves the eye patch then.
While being purposeful and setting the tone of the story. You can see the hallmarks of what could have turned into an edgy fantasy, slavery, prostitution, but then you're reminded that anime can actually treat these subjects with the weight that they deserve. It's not always for the faint of heart, but it's the kind of grungy 90s fantasy show anime hasn't seen in a long time. She's got a goddamn eye patch!
What's wrong with the eye patch? Okay, 8. I like the fact that he put Clevatess here and Medalist here. Oh man, I wish I could put those Medalist high too, but I like I said, I didn't watch it until the end. And I know Gigguk loves Medalist. Like he loves it. Like I think he glazed the manga a lot.
You ever see a new parent and how their eyes light up when talking about their kids? They show you a million photos of the same pose. They brag about the smallest achievement their kid was able to do. You feel a sense of pride you've never felt before towards anything else when they speak. That's what watching Medalist makes you feel like. This is a show about ice skating, but it's also a show about role models and the rewards of what being a great role model can get you. Inori is an 11-year-old girl who's been told she's too old to enter the figure skating world. She's shy, insecure, and collects worms for a hobby. This girl is going to get absolutely destroyed in school. But just by finding one person that believes in her, she's able to see something in herself that she never could before, shine in a way she never believed, and you're invited to be a part of that transformation. Medalist grabs you with grounded, well-realized characters all around, doing something
Holy, what the hell?
revolutionary by treating its child characters like normal
I think that's
characters.
Miette, I think.
Because did you know?
That's so dangerous though.
Normal characters. Because did you know?
It's good that he stopped herself, but I've seen some, like, I think there's a child, something happened during my childhood where someone fall from a high place and they try to stop their from hitting their face using their hand, and you know what happened? Their hands, like the palm here, they literally broke, and the hand just went. Well, I don't know how it bended backwards like that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I think it happened when I was 10 years old or something. Holy, that's actually, that should be traumatic, but
Children are people too. When you think about it, it's kind of fucked up how much your life insecurities and self-image are defined by a few early moments in your life. Maybe a teacher said that you were dumb, and then from then on you just accept that as a fact. Or maybe, hypothetically, you were told your hair looks silly, so you start spiking it up like fucking Sasuke. Or friend said you were boring, so you buy this Scarface poster to pretend like you have a personality. Or you look like a nerd with glasses, so you start wearing contacts every day. So seeing someone who was able to be set on the correct path because they found the right person.
Do I look like a nerd when I wear glasses? I don't think so.
Found the right role model. Spoke to a part of my younger self that might not have gotten that same opportunity. Every small achievement, every small step they take becomes a collective win. And when they pull through and hit that complete triple axel after numerous falls, you'll be shedding tears like a proud dad telling the person next to you, "That's my kid. Yeah, that's my kid."
Oh, I thought he was about to say a joke. Damn, he put this so high. I put this so low. Nothing wrong with it, but I think the direction and the anime is all good, but I just don't see the hype for it. Like, I think at first it was a very good anime, but slowly but surely it feels like it's like the horror element feels slowly getting away.
Horror is one of those genres anime rarely gets right. On one hand, I think the medium makes it harder to get genuine scares.
Yeah, I think in terms of horror, I guess this anime does it the most well compared to other animes. But the problem is that even though they do horror well, they start not exploring that horror element that much anymore and focus on the monster's humanity. Or is it humanity? Because in the end, Yoshiki did say that he doesn't need to be human. He will accept Hikaru, Nonuki-sama as he is, and it becomes it didn't become a horror anime, but more like two boys bonding each other. Like it's literally a yaoi anime. Like the yaoi becomes way more emphasized than the horror
compared to its live-action counterparts, but then one too many times we get a promising project like Uzumaki that took a bit too much inspiration from its source material and spiraled its own production into madness. I was beginning to lose faith, but thankfully the summer Hikaru died not only restored that, but has set the bar of how anime can achieve horror of the highest quality. So you may be wondering, what's so different about this one?
He's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
I'd heard so many great things about this manga, but I watched the anime knowing nothing about it. I wanted to go in raw, and apparently, so did they. And within the first few minutes, it's evidently clear how this show succeeds where so many others have faltered. Almost immediately, you are drawn in with this eerie sense of dread that crawls under your skin and doesn't let up. Every scene oozes a sinister air as thick as the summer humidity you're watching on screen. It's not about jump scares, it's the ghastly imagery that gives you a peek into the eldritch horrors that lay beneath the shadows. Horrific entities brought to life with haunting arts that make the hair on the back of your neck stand. Atmosphere is why this is a masterclass of animated horror.
Yeah,
behind all that though is a succinct.
Like I said before, I think the atmosphere, I think they did really well to set the tone of the atmosphere of the anime. But like I said, after Nonuki-sama loses his power, not loses his power but become weaker. Well, there is some scary moments at times, but I stopped thinking that it's going, like, there's no stakes so far. I feel like there's only one person die, right? And that is the granny, and that's it. Like, we haven't seen any major character or characters that are close to them die just yet. So the stakes are hasn't really risen that much. Like, every time the stakes feels like it has risen, I don't really think that it's going to. I feel like I always think that it's going to be okay because somehow in some way they're going to somehow able to find the cell saves, because I just know because there's so far the stakes are very low because no one has died. No one major has died just yet.
Of grief and love between two bros that is 100% undeniably, categorically platonic.
So gross. So good.
Hey, yo,
You.
I mean, just look at this man. He's so straight, he's about to have sex with another man so he knows what the woman he goes on dates with will feel like. Cause you know, when you have a Lovecraftian nightmare creature wearing the skin of your dead friends, you first gotta figure out so many things. What is it? Is it dangerous? Does it come in peace? Or just you?
You know, maybe Michael's gay, maybe he's not. He is.
That's it. That's it. Oh yeah, the Biro X. He's a. I don't really put a lot of mystery here. I thought that he doesn't even understand the plot. What the fuck is that Trump face?
China.
Has continually been on the rise in the
China.
animation space, and this year it really felt like there was always at least one show per season that stood out in the highly competitive world of animation to be one of the hot shows to watch. And in my eyes, their crowning achievement of 2025 came in the form of To Be Hero X. This is China's own take into the superhero genre that asks the question, what would society be like if people could gain
No, it's Lord of the Mysteries doesn't have a Japanese dub. Like, holy. Like, they promise a Japanese dub but never follow.
powers based on the social media influence they have. India is now a world superpower. OnlyFans is more powerful than Disney. But in the world of 2B Hero X, anyone can gain superpowers as long as you are able to convince the masses to believe in you. Trust is how you gain power.
Believe in you, that believe in
People's
yourself.
Mass perceptions dictate not only who becomes a superhero, but the types of powers they get and the life they lead. There's Furman, a firefighter who saved a young girl from a falling ceiling that went viral, gaining him the power of incredible strength and invulnerability at the expense of never being able to take a proper shit ever again because he can never bend over thanks to his immovable image. Then there's this guy. He got his powers from a League of Legends chat lobby. The risk with a series like this is that you lack a central protagonist to be able to follow the story through, but it more than makes up for it by being able to explore a multitude of interesting ideas with the premise that they've set up. Not every story is as equally compelling as the next, but every hero is wholly distinct both thematically and visually. Slowly but surely, you are able to piece together the timeline of events and see it all come together at the end. And if that wasn't enough for a reason to watch it, then there's also Hero X, who has the interesting ability to run
The song that he's playing is the ending, right?
through a
How
season's
good
worth of
the ending.
animation budget every time he snaps his fingers. Outside of the unique world setting and power system, this has some of the coolest action sequences I've seen in an animated TV series. And if that still isn't enough for a reason to jump on, watch it because the creators are pretty
This the 3D design for some of the characters in Tobiro X is kind of questionable.
cool guy also. I don't know where I heard that one from.
Oh, he actually interview him. Cool.
Of course, there's a lot of misery, but it is the same misery that is all around.
Why is number 5? That's so low. What? That's so low. What do you put above this?
Around us. The trees here are in misery and the birds are in misery. I don't think they sing, they just screech in pain.
Is it because it's 6 episodes? I don't care,
I remember
bro.
the first time I watched the movie Requiem for a Dream, a movie so shockingly powerful that it disturbed me to my core, yet allowed me to experience emotions few pieces of fictions had been able to make me feel. Its message has left an imprint on me that remains to this day and continues to be one of those films I'm glad I experienced but never wanted to watch again. I said exactly the same thing to myself after watching Takopi's Original Sin. This is one of those shows that leaves you completely drained, giving you the sinking feeling that drops down to the pit of your stomach at the end of every episode. Genre? Drama? No. This is a straight-up horror anime for your emotions. It's about an alien, Takopi, from the planet Happy. All he wants to do is spread smiles and happiness without a single shred of negativity. He's the type of guy who'd hear about a racism problem and
When I realized the opening in the end, Takopi did why somehow connect both Marina and Shizuka, but in a different way.
solve it by running. Now pair him with the Trauma Trio, 3 kids whose collective future therapist bill would equal the GDP of Norway. That's right.
Hey, little buddy, how are you doing?
Oh my god! Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh my god! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It's Japanese Smiling Friends. This is a series that wastes no time into throwing you into the absolute deep end of emotional trauma and letting you sink further from there. Watching the first episode of Takopi is like,
There's no pedophilia, mind you. There's really no pedophilia. Right? There's no war crimes, too. There's so many things that's not in here.
And then the series just continues.
It's just deeply focused on childhood trauma, to be honest. And it really hurts me to watch this because I am not only a psychologist, I also picked my minor in what I call childhood education, and it just pains me to see this. Oh my god, like oh my, like knowing the implications in the in a psychological aspect of this anime, it just makes it so much painful.
Continues pounding your emotions into the ground. It presents you with some of the heaviest subjects a child can go through with no filters to help avert your eyes. If I had a nickel for every time one of these kids got whipped by a belt, I'd have 0 nickels. Because their parents used a fist. Everyone is an asshole. Everyone is the worst kind of human they can possibly be. Then when you're shown that faint ray of sunlight at the end of the tunnel, your first instinct is to think, oh no. But that's not to say there is no point to all of this suffering. For how despicable some of these actions you witness are, it constantly reminds you that the biggest villains are the parents who failed them. Parental neglect, physical abuse, and worst of all, a law-accurate Asian mum.
Law-accurate Asian mum.
Each kid is a product of their own toxic environment, and for how suffocatingly pessimistic this show can be, it never devolves into being downright cynical. It's an important reminder of how trauma can be passed on, how the worst environments can shape the worst people, and no matter how hard life can be, nothing is more suffocating than having to deal with it alone. Because in the end, aren't the friends we made, the trauma bonding we did along the way? Wait, is that how it goes?
I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Oh, Musume, I guess that makes sense.
2020.
Wait, is he going to put My Hero Academia number 1? That's actually insane. There's so much bias.
6 is now officially the year of the horse, but unfortunately, Musume didn't get that memo.
I get it, it's the final season, and I even put it in the S rank too. But let's not, like, I don't think it deserves number 1. Maybe, like, if, I don't know, I think Takopi just deserve it better. But maybe because it's 6 episodes, that's why.
Because like your typical gacha gamer, it came a bit early.
Still haven't watched season 2, but I will watch it. Season 2 or Core 2? Core 2, I think.
This was the year the internet collectively fell into the Musume rabbit hole, and Cinderella Grey embodies every damn reason of why this franchise became a global phenomenon. This was the highest intensity, no bullshit, all-action sports anime to come out in 2025, delivering that level of jump-out-you-seat hype in every single episode you put on. You are given little room to breathe, going from one race to the next, every match injecting that burst of adrenaline your body starts to crave. If you were living under a rock last year, yes, there is a gacha game of the same IP, yes, this is anthropomorphized horse girls running against each other based on real historic races in Japan, which I've already talked about when I covered the show last month, but you don't need to know any of that to enjoy it.
I didn't even watch it. I was scared that was spoilers for season 2.
Delivers. That rush as you witness that last eruption is as addictive as any drug.
I want to see
that. The roar of the crowd as the commentator eggs them on, as you watch athletes digging deeper than they ever have before. Suddenly, this janky-ass anime girl run becomes the most hype thing you've ever seen, as you shout out, "God, this is what peak performance looks like!" And then the race is over. You calm down, switch on the next episode, and experience it all again. Wait, that last paragraph sounded familiar. Was that ChatGPT? No, in fact, it was Gigguk because I just copied it from myself. I've already said everything.
Oh, really?
I have to say about it in that video, so you know what? I'll just let ChatGPT rewrite my own work to tell you again, in the style of Gigguk. That moment when the final eruption hits, your monkey brain just activates. The crowd is screaming.
Wait, is it really AI?
The commentator is absolutely losing it. The athletes are pushing past every physical limit known to mankind. And suddenly this janky, low FPS anime girl run has your full, undivided soul. You're sitting there like, why am I this invested? As you stand up.
If that's really AI, it does sound Gigguk so much.
Yelling, God, this is peak human performance.
I don't think Gigguk would see something like that.
The screen like you've just witnessed the second coming, but is sponsored by questionable animation shortcuts. And then
what the fuck?
And it ends. You blink. You remember you're an adult. You sigh, click the next episode, and willingly let it happen to you all over again, because anime has once again tricked you into feeling emotions through sheer bullshit and spectacle. What the fuck does ChatGPT think I sound like?
The wanker.
You can go watch my actual video.
Well, there's something that is accurate, but some of it, it feels exaggerated.
If you want to hear everything I have to say about it better than GPT ever could, okay, I promise I'm going to stop placing my own work now. Anyway, number 3. Ban the boundaries of adult anime made by
No! Stop!
a fairly new creator in the industry.
What? This side? Damn. Is it that good? What the fuck? Like, I did planning to watch this because it made by the same studio as Musume, but damn. I should have checked it out then. What the hell?
Attention spans are fucked. Memes are incomprehensible. I can't be the only one who feels like every day I see something that makes me lose IQ until my last remaining brain cells are stuck there on life support, powering the last bit of sentient thought I have. But this year, there was no show that healed my soul more than watching Apocalypse Hotel. In an era of brain rot, this one gave me pure brain ripe. Apocalypse Hotel is a different kind of slice of life. It has all the hallmarks that make up the genre: a quieter, subdued approach to storytelling, charming characters, a whimsical, bright air that complements its calming atmosphere. And then you keep watching.
What the fuck is happening? It's me, Ponkus. Of it.
Okay, maybe there's a bit of brain rot in this one. Doomslayer Tanukis, Power Rangers fighting.
Wait, what the fuck? Is it an action anime?
Kangaroo Thanos, a fucking mech battle in the middle of a desolate cityscape. You can put on an episode and have no idea what kind of unhinged shenanigans you're going to encounter next, but behind the chaos and the laughter, it constantly delivers a story with a
This over Takopi? What?
Part few series are able to reach. A door-opening robot that fails at opening doors. A hospitality robot with no one left to serve. A hotel that opens to a place with a population of 0. This is a world with no meaning, where characters are forced to find their own. How is it do you find purpose in a place where there is none? Watching this band of lovable misfits allows you...
What a bar. To find purpose in a world that doesn't have one. What the hell does that have
purpose you may be missing from your own life? It's a show so hopelessly optimistic, steeped in layers of melancholy. A story set in a bleak place where no hope should be able to be found, yet it still is able to greet you with the warmest smile. Where years...
Is it adventure anime now? What? I'm confused. What kind of genre is it anymore? Like, at first it's a hotel, then it's action, and then it's an adventure? What?
Decades, centuries pass in the blink of an eye. Characters you love age, move on. All that is familiar around you slowly begins to change, always reminding you that time will continue to move, with or without you. It may be painful, but it's life, and it can be a lot brighter if you let it be. Episode 11 might just be my favorite slice of life episode of all time. An episode that breaks convention. It doesn't try to be entertaining. It doesn't try to tell you everything. It sits you down, shuts out the noise around you, and allows you to just feel. Ending it with a line that made me stop, walk away for a moment, and remind myself that through all the chaos, life can be pretty damn wonderful. This is the kind of magical feeling this show gives you. It doesn't just show you a slice of life, it reminds you what living that life means in the first place.
The art style kind of looks like Nichijou a bit. Like, isn't it? It looks like Nichijou a bit. Okay, why is number 2? No way, Lord Mysteries, right? Like, there's no way.
Was this supposed to be the end?
Oh, it's My Hero Academia. Oh. Why is number 1 at? I actually thought
Shonen
Mercury
action
number
shows
one.
are the lifeblood of the anime
So,
industry.
who's number
They are the
one?
most popular, have the most influence, and are very often some of the very first anime we end up watching. It's these shows that help shape a young generation of people, and I certainly can't forget what they instilled into me. As a kid too young to understand anything, I saw heroes fighting against evil to protect the things they stand for. They stood up for those who couldn't, represented all the good in the world, and though I grew up and realized the real world isn't as simple or idealistic as the one portrayed in the realm of fiction, it's these stories that help set me on the right path. It gave me hope, it gave me role models, it taught me about the person I should aspire to be. To me, this is what shonen is meant to be about. This is the shonen I grew up with, this is the shonen I know, and I don't think many shows have distilled that concept down as purely as My Hero Academia has. Regular viewers will know that I've had an up and down relationship with this franchise. I instantly fell in love in season 1, watched it explode in popularity in season 2 and 3, then gradually fell out of favor as other shows took the spotlight, but I always kept watching in hopes that it could at least end with a bang. And now, 10 years later, I can wholeheartedly say, boy, did it ever.
Oh, that scene is so good. Holy shit.
This final season delivered a spectacle worthy of the legacy it will leave. And now that's all over, looking back, I feel like My Hero Academia came out in a strange transitionary period. In a time where its contemporaries were getting darker, getting weirder, getting bloodier, it almost felt like MHA was the squeaky clean, straight-laced student in a classroom of delinquents. And yet, it managed to achieve what so many long-running series have failed to do. For after 10 years of characters, action, drama, and development, it was able to close out standing tall, shouting a clear and concise message for the world to hear that stayed completely true to what it always was. Anyone can be a hero. Anyone should try to be a hero, even if it's just for the people around you. It's hopeful, it's optimistic, it's somewhat maybe cheesy, but it is very My Hero Academia. This may not
Very
go down in
My Hero
history
Academia.
as everyone's favorite show, but I will remember it as a testament of what the beating heart of shonen should be. We will always need heroes. We will always need hope. We will always need a story like this. And at the end of this era, I'm glad it was there to remind us one last time.
So where's number one? Is it the Tatsumoto episode then? I would assume, because there's no way he's going to put Lord of the Mysteries high, because he himself doesn't understand the story of it.
この世には
Is this all?
様々な人がいる。こんなに大勢いるのに誰
Wait, all was this year? Oh, damn. Wait, all was this year?
一人同じ人はいない。そりゃ争いは絶えないでしょ。
Holy shit, I forgot about Orb. Holy damn. I only watched some episode of it, but damn, I forgot about it. I watched it with my friend, I think. Orb, yeah.
In my line of work, I watch a lot of shows. I remember a lot of shows, but rarely do I have the time to go back and rewatch them. It's only when something true.
Okay, it's understandable though why Orb number one. Like, I never watched Orb, so I probably would put it in top 10 also. Oh my.
Lingers. A story.
Damn. Oh man. I don't think in the tier list there isn't even Orb. Like what? I forgot Orb was this year. Holy.
That grabs hold and follows me, that occupies my mind whenever I have a free moment. That one line that sticks with me not because it was witty or punchy, but because it touched on something deep, something meaningful, something real. I've rewatched Orb, On the Movements of the Earth, more times this year than any other show.
We watched this? What the fuck? Like what? I feel like I guess it's not like Takopi then. The amount of how heart-wrenching it is.
From the past 10 years, and yet I am still as moved, as awestruck, as absolutely mesmerized as the first time I watched it. Why am I telling you all this?
わからない。私の感動を必死に伝えてる。
This was a show that, when half done, I put as 4th on my list last year, not knowing that when I finished the entire thing, it would become my anime of the decade. That's a big statement.
Of the decade, holy, that's a big statement. Oh, so what was last year? Oh, bullshit, you. You putting a second car in here? Like, that's unfair.
And you may not agree. You may have other shows you prefer. It may not have hit you.
Yeah, I thought Orb is last season. There's no second season. It's just because was happened during what it calls, I don't remember, but it keep out until winter. This is unfair.
The same way it hits me, but that is my truth. And for a moment, I wanted to invite you to see what that truth meant. A show like this comes along only a few times in a generation. It is not only one of the most original, beautiful, and nigh on unpredictable series to come out in modern times, but it's one of those stories that has the power to teach you something about yourself. Without preaching, without telling you what's correct, it presents you with profound ideas and helps guide you to find...
So, it's always so weird for me to see this.
Without telling you what's correct, it presents you with profound ideas and helps...
The fact that this is bald, like, I thought at first when I watched it, I thought that it was a hat, but nope. They just... Oh my.
Guide you to find your own answers. Orb is an anime about heliocentrism. It's about proving the Earth moves around the sun, but also it's a story about truth, about people who fight for truth, about the lengths people will go to prove truth, about people who have their truths challenged and respond to it without disrespecting the person that challenged it. An egotistical priest putting his trust in the wisdom of a peasant, a devout believer defending the words of an atheist. The heroes of the story are not the ones who are right. It's the ones who are willing to accept that they could be wrong, who will listen to those that oppose them and try to understand even if they don't necessarily agree. These are the people that embody the human spirit, that together ignite a flame that transcends lifetimes. Every character is memorable, every line powerful, every journey poetic. This is simply one of the most beautiful stories I've ever witnessed. And the more time that has passed since I first finished it, the more times I've rewatched it over this year, the stronger its message has resonated with me as I looked out and saw the world as it is today. Unlike the world of Orb, we live in a time when information is more readily available than it ever has been, and yet truth has never felt so hard to find. Technology that should have allowed us to grow closer has divided us even further. Knowledge is no longer the currency we lack. It's trust. A lack of trust that has eroded the respect we have of our fellow person. Ideas are not built on, they are condensed down, dismantled, and publicly shamed. Everyone is a soldier, enlisted to fight in an ideological war of exchanges, where common ground is no man's land and the winner is decided not by who is more right, but who can prove the other side more wrong. How does anyone navigate the landscape we are currently in? And I think that's why I was just so constantly drawn back to this series. A story like this is the reminder I needed that the world doesn't have to work like this. That progress is made through collaboration, not dissociation. That disagree or not, we are still in this together, in an era that will be shaped by our collective hands. Whether any of us have the right answer or not, it's thanks to this show that I remembered, as long as you can continue to question whether you are right.
It's
my fate.
きっと迷いの中に倫理がある。筆境。それは知性だ。
You won't find the wrong answer.
Oh, so this video is about Orb then. Oh my, I didn't know actually. Like I didn't check this video out that he posted this. Right. I think when did he post this? Wait, actually don't remember. This one, yeah. I actually never even check it out due to I don't know what it's about. Like so yeah, so the thumbnail doesn't really tells me what is it about, not gonna lie. But damn, I didn't expected that Orb core, not really core too. I don't think Orb has even a core. Orb has just one okay, that's not what I meant. Yeah, Orb just has one episode, but it just spans after until 2025. and he still put it in the 2035 anime, which is kind of unfair. Like what? Like I don't. I guess he think. I guess it's understandable. Giga feels like it should have been number one for 2034 anime. And in a way, the episode that makes him more in love with Orb is probably aired in 2025. But it's still considered a 2024 anime. Well, I'm just salty then. I'm just salty that Orb, Orb from nowhere, 2034 anime is still 2035 anime. Even though it already was in 2034. What I call best of anime. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Good video though. There's there is some instance that I didn't get. I feel like Takopi should be higher, not gonna lie. But this is his list. Obviously, there's something that he just love and value way more. Like if like my hero, I did even though I put it in my top 10 for anime 2025, I didn't really like it's kind of hard because there is a lot there is more animes that I love it more than it. And Medalist, I wish I watched Medalist until the end. Clevatess, I don't think Clevatess is in my top 10 too. Let me see my list again actually. Where is it? Feeling that. Where is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I did put low. I put really low, this really high. Holy. Oh yeah, I put this anime here and Silent Witch. Oh my, I put some animes here. That well, I didn't really watch. Where did I put Hikaru? Yeah, Hikaru is here. And Gachiakuta is here, which is insane to me. I think I enjoy. Yeah, Clevatess is here and everything. Yeah, this list is really different than Gigguk's list, and there is some bias here. Like these two anime is, I just love Takopi. Takopi just hit me, bro. Oh my god, like oh my. Summer Podcast is biased. Lord of the Mystery, I feel like I should lower it more, to be honest. Like I think I don't know. Like I think all of them deserve here. Like I don't think like I love Clevatess, but I don't think I enjoy it as I feel I should have put it more higher actually when I read about it. Yaiba should not be this high, I think. But I did enjoy Gundam Gigguk though. Even though some of them like I don't know. Like I think Clevatess, even though I really enjoy it, I don't think the philosophy or I don't think there's not I think there's nothing deep about it to the point that it makes me want to put it in the top 10. But for instance, like I think why I like some of this anime, one is bias, is two is the deep storytelling that is tell. There's a reason why Takopi is number one for me because the storytelling and the theme that they're trying to convey is very deep. Same with this one too, Summer Pockets. And I think the three Chinese anime here, I think I just put it here because just to put a trio there. I think that I think this should be lower, not gonna lie. This three should be lower. Because I think that this anime, oh my god, it hit like it's funny too, but there's some instance that oh my god. Like I'm crying to a comedy anime. And I like Silent Witch. Silent Witch, the theme of the introvert gaining more confidence. Like I don't know. Like it really like I think it's a better. I want to say it's a better Bushido Rock, but I don't know the development of Bochi. So yeah, this anime I don't think a lot. Like I think it's a better Hikaru. In terms of I think in terms of character, I really like the Shizuka, and it focus on suicide, right, and loss and grief, so many things. Uma Musume I just put it here because I think out of all the anime, I think it's the most hype anime in terms of height. But yeah, this list I need to do it again. I think I don't know. I think Hikaru still deserve it. Like I think I don't like Hikaru as much as a lot of people are. So yeah, but yeah, still Gigguk, a good video from Gigguk. Gachiakuta is so high though. What the hell? Top 10? I don't think he deserves top 10. Same with Clevatess. Like maybe yeah, he's biased. Like this is his best of anime 2025. And I don't think he watched all animes until the end. Like my bias towards Summer Pockets is very high because I watch it until the very end. I love it every second of it. But yeah, there's some animes that I just don't think it deserves top 10. Like Summer Hikaru died. Visually, yeah, maybe, but story wise, I don't think it really. Like I kind of get it, the theme, what they're trying to explore, but I don't think it hits me as much because I don't understand it, or it doesn't hit me in the feels compared to Takopi. Like Takopi should be number one though. Oh my god. And for the orb, I guess it makes sense. Like I don't think it's controversial for him to put orb here if he including the second core or the second part or the second half of season 1, because I think orb is a very deep story too. I think it makes sense why he put it number 1. My Academia, for this anime though, it really surprised me that he puts here. It makes me want to watch it now. But yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe to the ability to see more of my content. And yeah, peace out.